good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, uh, wherever you are. We give you our greetings. This is the second in our interview series with the 15th Mr. International official candidates. Earlier, we had four candidates. We had the US, we had Cuba, we had Japan and Jamaica. Questions. I'll ask you hard questions in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese. Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is the third in the group interview series of the 15th Mr. International official candidates. Yesterday we had three groups, and today we have the first. Sorry for coming in late tonight, but this is such a long day, so many things to do, so little time, but here we are. We are interviewing four more candidates, and you will meet them one by one, starting with Lee.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. So, to all pageants lovers out there, my name is Abdul Rahman Lee. I'm Mr. International Malaysia, 25 this year. And a bit of fun fact about me, I'm actually a mixed blood. So my roots are actually my dad is Chinese from Malaysia, and my mom is Tatur from Indonesia. Thank you.
It's kind of hard to size up just by looking at you. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Maybe I look a bit of Philippines.
Yeah, possibly, but your combination is it's different. It's like Singaporean chili crab mixed with. Anyways,
Hello, everyone. Shout out to all pageant lovers and everyone watching this. I hope you're well. My name is Samuel Adebowale Michael. I'm from the western parts of Nigeria in West Africa, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm an advocate of mental health. And a fun fact about me is I've had my hair since childhood, and I've never cut it, except for once when I was 5. And it has this spiritual attachment. I'm in Nazareth. And when you think Nazareth, you think about Samson and Delilah. So I'm a Nazarene.
can you imagine what if we unbraid your hair? How long will it be? It will touch the floor.
not, not nearly, but it's close to my navel.
Wow. Just like a mermaid or
When
a
it's wet
merman.
with water, it's close to my navel.
Wow. You must spend a lot on shampoos.
I try to maintain it.
Mabuhay everyone. My name is Aidit Haidil and I'm representing Singapore. I'm 27 years old this year and something interesting about me is I almost lost my life. And I have 21 metal implants in my body and I wake up every day with 3 minutes of me being paralyzed in bed. Yeah.
Do you want a 20-second?
It's okay.
Can you still remember where was the last implant placed on your body?
Last
the 21st implant. Where is it? Wow, that's yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. So many people directing me from the outside.
Hello everyone, Minglawa. I'm the Angkanjo, representative from Myanmar. I'm 23 years old. I'm so glad to be here. This is my very first time ever for solo trip and fly in the Philippines. Uh, I write here. The Philippine people is the very kindly and friendly. So let's have fun and there's so many candidates ASEAN and South Africa. Yeah, so I'm so excited. Let's see. So,
And they can call you.
update this my name.
Yeah.
It's an Instagram call.
It's easier to remember optic because like it's connected to the eyes. The eyes, the
I,
window to the soul. Why am I getting the mic again? I have the habit. Can you pass the mic to the again? So we'll start with the hard questions.
Hey.
What is the most interesting thing about growing up in Malaysia?
The interesting about growing in Malaysia, it will be the harmony uh, environment in Malaysia, of course, because especially when I actually grew up in the eastern part of Malaysia, which is Sarawak. So Sarawak actually have different kind of ethnics. There are almost 24, 24 different ethnics. Although having different ethnics, you can even see Muslim people, non-Muslim people. They can even sit inside a non-halal food stall to have a chit chat, to just have a sip of coffee. So that's how harmony Malaysia is. So that's why I love Malaysia. Not to mention Philippines is that as well. It's very very warm here, so that's why I really thought like Philippines can really be my second home, I guess.
And your sport is?
I was an athlete. So before this, actually, this is my second time in Philippines. I came here back in 2019 as an athlete for SEA Games 2019. So my event was disc throwing, track and field.
Disc throw.
Yes, the one that you spin around and phew.
So you must have very strong arms.
I used to.
Oh, so you have metal implants now as
No
well?
metal, but more muscle.
And a six pack.
Yep.
Michael, what's the best thing about growing up in Nigeria?
One of the best things I would say in growing up in Nigeria is the fact that Nigeria as a nation teaches you how to be resilient, how to withstand whatever conditions you are in, regardless of your circumstances, not to be a product of circumstances, but however, you tend to decide how you want your future and destiny to become, which is why I had to pursue the pageantry to come to the Republica de Filipinas. I hope that was right. To come and pursue the title here. So Nigeria is a very beautiful country, and however, some people see it as hardship, but I don't see it that way. I see it as a preparation process to greater achievements, because there's this saying that I'm a very ambitious person, and Nigeria has taught me that do not let your ambitions be more than your abilities. So I've been able to hone my skills, to gather more learning experience across all fields, to get skills, to be able to back up my ambition.
It's the person I need to ask about the algorithm of life. I did. What's the best thing about growing up in Singapore?
Okay, the best thing about growing up in Singapore, and we're used to it, is the fast-paced life over there. Without the hard work, we wouldn't have the number one passport in the world. Yeah? And without the hard work, we wouldn't have gotten the best education system also, and all the beautiful landmarks like our Marina Bay Sands, Sentosa Beach, and also the Gardens by the Bay. So yeah, because of that, it really changed me, and I can cope with any hardship that comes in my way. Like how I am now, with all this hardship, it all grows up into me, and now I can do it.
I'm just curious because when you say that there's so many things that are best around you, best passport, best education system, best transportation system, when they say that you have all the best things around you, there's no other place to go but down because you're best.
I agree, but in life, everyone, everything is changing. So we learn as we go when we live. So nothing is the best. We always have to learn and grow together with or without other countries.
Optic, what is the best thing about growing up in Myanmar?
I think the traditional culture and then another Buddhan, but Myanmar is the second name is the Buddhan in Myanmar. So this is many Buddha and very many famous places in the world. So I think this traditional culture is the keeping the clothes from Myanmar. So I think so.
Okay, can you pass the mic again? Then we'll ask serious questions now. The hashtag of Mr. International is distinctively handsome. When you combine those two words, distinctively handsome, what enters your mind and how do you apply it to yourself?
To me, when you combine both words, it the meaning that comes into my mind is a person. To be distinctive handsome means that he needs to be someone that has the qualities of a leader, which makes him which makes him able to actually engage with people from different backgrounds, the communities from different society, multiracial, multi-religions, and with that, I also think that to be distinctively handsome, that person needs to be able to have the social skill, which can brings up the best, especially to bring up successful achievements, especially towards society. Yeah.
Michael, same question.
Okay. So firstly, I believe everyone is beautiful, everyone is handsome, and I don't see anyone as ugly, because I think people are beautiful first from inside. Is what you have inside that tends to portray outside. You can't be ugly inside and try to fake being handsome outside. Eventually, the truth will tell. However, to be distinctively handsome simply means to not just be handsome, but try to stand out, to be outstanding amongst your peers. And to do that, I think that goes along with so much hard work and dedication, and one needs to be intentional about it. You can be handsome, but for you to be distinctively handsome, you have to be intentionally putting up the good work to make you stand out amongst your peers, and which is what I think I possess as a person, because I feel I have the ability to effect change and also promote unity, which goes beyond the looks. Because there's a saying that beauty and brains goes together. You can't just be beautiful without the brain. You have to be able to learn. You have to be commercially aware. And I see myself as a work in progress, which is the mentality I have, because it helps me to learn. I learn from everybody, no matter where they are from, what they look like, or who they are. I try to learn from everyone that's achieved success, even those that haven't achieved success, because I feel you can learn from people's experiences, people's mistakes, people's past. I try to learn from everyone.
Okay, I did. Same question.
Okay, I truly agree with what both of them said. It's just that I want to emphasize that being distinctively handsome literally can make people idolize us, can make people look up to us, and that's where we can start on touching their hearts. We can start bringing them back up on both feet, and that's why I'm here today, on this in Mr. International 2023. That's my my aim, to reach out to people and to make them grow, because I feel them. I was there, And now I want to use my distinctively handsome face plus my distinctively handsome heart to get them where they are and strive hard just like me.
Optic, same question.
I think Hansen is the need, but Mr. also need Mr. meaning like management, intelligence, talent, social, education. So many are needed. All of them needed. So I think Mr. meaning like I also then they need.
Okay. Okay. Another serious question. We always start with you, Lee, because I want Optic to fully process the question so that he's the last to answer. Mr. International has a new mission statement, and it goes like this: empowering men to inspire the next generation. Empowering men to inspire the next generation. The question is this: how do you plan to inspire the young ones? Like you might have something special in you. Like it could be something different. It could be something unique. You could have a different way of relating to younger people. How do you plan to inspire them?
At first, I would like to inspire them by showing them that actually it's not wrong for them to take up a big challenge. For example, I was a plus size because I was into sports. So what happened is that I before this I was not really that confident in joining beauty pageant because I thought that beauty pageant is all about outer beauty. But after that, I realized that actually, like what they said, it's actually come from the inside. So I tried to convince myself to give it a try. So I come out from the athletics field. I joined the pageant. I learned more. I went for charity. I tried to understand the communities, what they need, and I tried to share with them what I can inspire them to be. Yep. So in the future, I hope I can bring up the confidence within them to accept a challenge and be more positive.
Michael, how do you plan to inspire the next generation?
Thank you. I hope to inspire the next generation by simply sharing my story. A quick one. I competed in national pageants in my country back in Nigeria in 2017, and I was 19 then, so I didn't win. And the funny thing is, the interesting thing actually is, I came back 5 years later in 2022 to win that same pageant, to emerge the winner. So I hope to inspire them by simply sharing my story, that and also encouraging them not to be pressurized, because so many youths of nowadays, they tend to put on so much pressure on themselves. Uh, they want to quickly achieve success. No, I want to tell them that success takes effort, and it takes time, and it takes process. And in the space of 5 years, I've been able to hone my skills, understand the rudiments and the fundamentals of the organization to eventually become the winner. So I hope to inspire them simply by sharing my story, and also the fact that I am the only African here. These are East Asians. That there is no definition of beauty. There's no standard for beauty, regardless of your race, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of who you are, where you're from. You can achieve success, and you can come to international stage like the Philippines to achieve success by just simply sharing my story. Also, the last thing I would like to share with them is that as men, it is okay to be emotional. They Many of them tend to see uh, the gender as a man, that you have to hide your feelings, you have to hide your fears. It is okay to be fearful. What is not okay is to be comfortable with fear. You need to identify your fear and face it head on. It is absolutely all right to be emotional. It's okay to cry as a man. You don't have to always bottle up emotions inside of it, because it tends to relieve stress. And funny how it tends to makes us feel better. Once you have a little bit of fear, it shows that you're vulnerable. It's all right to be vulnerable as a man. You don't have to be all stuffed up and bottle up emotions. So I hope to inspire them by just that message.
I did. Same question.
How I hope to inspire is also the same as how Michael said it by my story. But I want to take this opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to make use of Mr. International and reach out to the people internationally as well. I've already reached out to the people locally, and I'm proud to say that I did a very good job. So now I want to reach out to the other countries to make sure that they know my story and they know that, hey, if this guy can make it, if this guy has really met with a very horrific accident and had a huge downfall in his life, why can't I? And that's the kind of people that I want to aim for and bring them up again to achieve success. And when they achieve success, it brings fullness for me. I'm really contented if that happens soon enough, and I believe in that. Thank you.
Okay. Uptick.
Yeah, firstly, I'm very sorry. So I'm very sorry. My English skill is bad,
It's okay.
Yeah.
Your best effort will always be appreciated.
but I prepare for the competition between in the 2 weeks. So I have an Asian and I know this competition I have prepared for 2 weeks. So you have a goal. You stay harder, go stay harder, go in, stay harder. So I'm trying my best for my life and for the competition. So you try harder, you have a goal, you reach the goal. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's ask something lighter now. Nothing too heavy. Lee, let's talk about discus throw.
Okay.
How were you discovered for that particular event? Because it's
It's not
something
famous.
very specific, like just like pole vault or long discus throw. It's like, wow, you must have the arms of Superman.
Yeah. Mostly people will think like to be a distro, you need to be big, you need to be round, you need to be chubby, you need to be fat. But technically, I would say it's not really about your figure. It's all about the technique. If you are able to cope up with the technique, if you're able to master the skills, you are able to achieve a greater height. So that's how I did. I was proudly represented Malaysia, and so discus throw, I discovered it when I was 13. So, but I didn't like it at first. I was a sprinter, a jumper, but I'm not a thrower. I hate it. It's heavy. But as time goes by, as I keep on honing the skills of throwing, I started to learn that actually it's quite fun. It's quite good to throw, and I am the only one that time I'm capable to do it in my high school. So that's why I continue it up until last year.
Like, okay, if I were in your place, um, initially it would be hard for me to sleep because I wouldn't know how to position my head with all those braids trying to touch my face and everything. Like, how long did it take you to get used to growing your hair that long?
Uh, Interestingly, I never took time to get used to it. I feel like it's just a part of me. My hair is like an extension of my body. So, however, for let me use prospective dread growers like you, just in case you want to do dreads, I would advise that you sleep with a bonnet on. I have a
Oh,
bonnet I sleep
okay,
with,
yes.
so it just don't touch your face because for some people they have sensitive skin. So when you just make your hair and the hair products touching your face, just try to wear a bonnet. And however, I used to feel a discomfort. I think while I was in my teens, when I just make my hair and it's so tight and I just have to like turn like this before I get to sleep. But over time, it just became a part of me. But I never feel any discomfort, except from when I used to make it back then.
I
Not
have an
anymore.
interesting follow-up question to
Okay,
that, but this
please
is
go ahead.
consider it a dumb question, but I'm just interested to know what is your take on falling hair?
On
Because
what?
like you're very um, it's something very sacred to you. Like you have to keep your hair. You don't cut it.
Yes, no
But what
blade.
if, like, what if you suffer from hair fall? Like, I'm just curious because it just entered my head because all of us
Well,
we experience hair fall. Of course, that's why there are shampoos that are
yes.
just for hair fall. So what if you wake up one morning and on your pillow you see that many strands of hair in your pillow?
That would be a shock to me. If I see many strands of hair on my pillow, I would not want to believe that's my hair. I would just want to believe it's probably a costume or a prank, but not my hair. However, your first question, if I suffer a head fall, I think the first things first is to preserve life. So under that circumstance, I think what's necessary to preserve my life would be done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Aiden, let's talk about your job as a trainer
Yes.
um,
Finish training.
in a big gym
Yep.
for rich people. No, no, yeah. Of course not. I'm sure you will react. No, but my question is more on, of course you deal with different people. You
Yes.
cannot say that the technique you want for one of your clients would work for another one. How do you how do you keep your mind straight in having so many different clients with different concerns and stuff like that?
Okay, basically for me, when you work and you only aim for the money, I bet that'll be hard for you because you just want to do your job and go home and you like struggle with it. But I do it with passion. I've grown up with fitness, I've grown up with sports. So I've taken up this personal training course and I love it. I loved it. I loved it so much. I love to interact with people. I love to communicate with people. So I think that helps me a lot. Helps me to bring myself out there, be myself, more comfortable around people. So I don't see it as a problem because I like being around people. I like to meet new people. And last but not least, the most important point is I like to change people's lives. I like to see the differences they can get in a few months' time or even like in 1 month's time, in 1 month time. So yeah, that's what I understand by it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Aiden. Now, uptick. I'll make a very simple question, but an interesting question also. Okay, I want to visit Myanmar. I want to visit Myanmar.
Yeah,
You will be my tour guide.
yeah.
Where will you bring me?
Firstly, uh, all Asian capital in Myanmar. I live in Myanmar. I live in Myanmar. I live in Yangon. Sorry, all different countries. All Asian city is a Yangon. So Yangon have a Sri Lankan pagoda is a very famous pagoda. This also got I got Golden Land Myanmar. So this Yangon in the located in the Sule Sri Lanka. There's a Buddhist pagoda in the many in the city. So I I do the I do guide for the many pagoda and many street food in the jungle. So this like Myanmar traditional food mohinga, the kind of the this is Myanmar god the kind of the mohinga. This is I want to taste tasty. So I did that's all. Thank you.
Look at him. If I
Yeah.
talk about tourism, he talks a lot. He knows how to promote his country, which means that I asked the right question. Okay, this is my last question. What are you most looking? What is the thing that you most look forward to in the next 13 days in this competition? Of course, everyone wants to win this international, but outside of that, what is that thing that you most you're most looking forward to?
I would say in the next coming 13 days, of course, I would like to learn more about all of my friends here, all of my delegates, friends coming from all over the world. So basically, from there, because as a fitness trainer as well, I'm a fitness trainer as well. So most of the time, I will interact with different people from different backgrounds, doctors, I don't know, accountants, and everything. So from there, actually, I learned that from with that skill, I want to use that and actually interact with them and get to know them. I want to understand more on their advocacies and how actually we all of us, how I can actually learn from them and to make myself better, so that I can make use of it for me to bring out during charity, for example, or maybe, for example, if I need to share my knowledge, I would really want to use that in future. Yeah.
Michael, what are you most looking forward to in the next 13 days?
Um, I am looking forward to learning. Like I said earlier on, I consider myself as a work in progress. I try to learn every time, every minute from anyone and everyone. So, firstly, with my brothers here, consider them brothers now. I hope to learn about their culture, where they're from, what they stand for. I hope to learn about their beliefs, to dissect, to filter what I can gain from there. And of course, I, I, I want to impact too as well. I want to impact them positively in any way at all that I can. And above all, also learn about the great Philippines. I've been able to learn a couple of languages like Salamat and how to compliment men and women. Women is Gabandadij Bini Bini, and for guys is Porgy. So I've been able to learn that in this in course of in 48 hours. So I hope to learn more
Yeah,
from my
you
brothers there.
you'll have to learn mahal kita.
Sorry,
Mahal kita.
mahal. What does that mean?
I love you.
Mahal. That's something new. So I hope to continue learning because I see life as a continuous learning process, and as human beings, we cannot stop learning. The day we stop learning is the day we die. So I hope to continue to grow in the learning aspects of life.
I did.
Okay, as for me, 13 days is really a short time. I really wish this pageant is like a month at
You
least.
should have arrived yesterday, so
Yeah,
it's
yes.
going to be 14 days,
Yeah,
so
but
2 weeks.
some things are not meant to be that way. But after these 13 days, I really want to bring back this exposure back to my country. Because my country really um, isn't that exposed to pageantry. So I want to use this chance to learn everything I've learned in these 13 days. Look how this management does their job and taking care of all the talents, all the pageant contestants, and bring it back to my country to make it better over there. I was in Mr. World Singapore last year. I'm the first runner-up, but I was surprised when Bachelor of Malaysia took me in to send me off to Mr. International 2023 this year, and they said about pageant week, and I was like, honestly, what's a pageant week? So I didn't know about that. So I really think that with all this I've learned, with all this I've went through, I want to make the pageant in Singapore, or even make a pageant myself in Singapore and do it the right way. Yes.
Okay. Hello to our friends from Bachelor of Malaysia, of course. They tag me every time, so
Yes, hello Bachelor Malaysia, my family.
yes. Uptick,
Yeah.
what do you want? What are you most excited about in this competition? What do you want? What are you looking forward to in the competition? What do you want to happen aside from winning Mr. International?
I work for the communication and the friend of all of my group. So that's all.
That's
My
it.
mind is messy, so messy. So I've been read up out, not count out what ideas and I know speed. Yeah.
Okay, I'll challenge you. That question, talk to the camera in your language. What are you most excited about in this competition? But talk with your fellow citizens of Myanmar. Talk in your language.
အားလုံးပဲမင်္ဂလာပါကျွန်တော်နာမည်ကတော့အောင်ခန့်ကျော်ပါကျွန်တော်ကမြန်မာကိုစားပြုနေမဲ့ဒီကိုဝင်ရောက်ရှိပြန်နေရဲကျွန်တော်အခုဒီပြိုင်ပွဲအတွက်ကိုနှစ်ပတ်ပဲချိန်ပေးပြီးပြန်ရတဲ့အတွက်လည်းနည်းနည်းစိတ်လဲလှုပ်ရှားနေရဒီမှာရတဲ့အခွင့်အရေးတွေအကုန်လုံးလည်းဒါအကုန်လုံးကိုပို့ပြီးတော့ဗျာစူးစမ်းမယ်ဒီတက်ပို့ပြီးကလည်းစူးစမ်းမယ်နောက်တက်ပြိုင်ပွဲတွေရှိလာတယ်ပြန်ပြီးပို့ပြီးပြိုင်မယ်ဒီမှာလာပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် communication နဲ့ဆိုင်တဲ့ဒီ page and လောကနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဟာတွေအကုန်လုံးလည်းဒါကျွန်တော်အကုန်လုံးစူးစမ်းပြီးရယူမယ်အပြင်အခုဒီမှာရှိနေအခုမှလည်းစိတ်ထဲမကြပါဘူးစိတ်ထဲမကြပဲဒီတက်လာပြီးပြိုင်မယ်တခြားပြိုင်ပွဲတွေအကုန်လုံးရှိနေတယ်တခြားပြိုင်ပွဲတွေကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်ဝင်ပြိုင်မယ်ပြီးတော့အခုဒီမှာရှိနေကြန့်ရှိနေတဲ့ချက်တွေအကုန်လုံးကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်အကောင်းဆုံးစူးစမ်းမယ်အကောင်းဆုံးရှေ့ဆက်မယ်အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်အားလုံး support ပေးကြပါဦးကျွန်တော်လည်းစိတ်မပြတ်သွားပါနဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဒီထက်ပိုပြီးအကောင်းဆုံးပုံစံနဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးပြန်လာခဲ့ပါမယ်အခုတော့ကကျွန်တော်နှစ်ပတ်ပဲရတဲ့အတွက်ကိုအချိန်မရှိလို့ပါအဲ့တော့အကောင်းဆုံးစူးစမ်းပြီးပြန်လာခဲ့ပါမယ်ဗျာ thank you
Wow, that's long. I didn't understand a word of it, but it's like just looking at you, you're so animated. The words are just coming out of your mouth, and I think your fellow citizens of Myanmar will appreciate that I asked you to talk to them in your language. So at this part of the series, I will ask each one of you to promote your social media accounts so that our viewers will know where to follow you, how to follow you, and what social media apps to follow you. This is the time to do it. Please start with you.
Hi, hi everyone. So let's say if you want to follow my Instagram or even my Facebook, you can just type it out ABDULRAHMANLEE. It stands for Abdul Rahman Lee, which is my full name.
Thank you. Michael?
Hello everyone. Thanks for watching once again. If you want to follow my socials on all social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the same name, Michael XYZ. MIICHEALXYZ. I repeat, MIICHEALXYZ. Thank you so much for following in advance.
Okay, everyone, please follow us on our journey and follow me at my Instagram at AIDID. Full name for IIID. But also follow DMI.organization so you can see everyone's actions. Yeah?
Please all social media account is my real name AUNGKHANDKYAW. So you said it. Please vote me.
How about the Optic account?
Update like
OPT.IC.
yeah, OPTIC is I but
Yeah.
other social media is on Kanjo. So
Yeah. All right.
thank you.
Why am I getting the mic again? I have my own mic. Anyways, this is going to be our last night here at Trip by Wyndham because tomorrow, around lunchtime, we will be starting with our provincial tour. We will first be going to La Union where the waves are crazy. If you want to surf, think twice because the waves are really crazy. Make sure you know how to swim also. But after that's where we will be doing the preliminary competition. After that, we will be going to that part of the Philippines, which we consider one of the coldest. Not the coldest, but one of the coldest cities in the Philippines. It's it's like going to Cameron Highlands. Is that or Genting Highlands? Genting Highlands. But there's a Cameron thingy in Malaysia, right?
Highlands. But Cameron Highlands
It's not very close.
is much cooler.
Okay, Genting Highlands, something like that. That's where we will be doing our gala night and the finals, which will happen on October. Well, the preliminaries will be on October 16. The finals will be on October 20. You have to watch out for that because this is going to be something very special. I'm very sure of that because I can feel it in my heart. It's going to be very special. Actually, I'm so excited about just thinking about it. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us for the one, two, three, our fourth in a series of the group interviews. This is the fourth one already. And thank you so much, Lee, Michael, Aidid, and Optic. I don't want to call you with your Myanmar name already because I couldn't pronounce it well. Just like Mr. Poland, it took me 25 years to master his name, and right up to now I couldn't pronounce it still. But anyways, thank you for joining us this afternoon, this evening, this early evening. Yeah, um, Mark, we are good with this series. We'll take a break. Yes, we'll take a break first because my back is breaking now. Thank you so much. Let's say bye bye to everyone. I'll ask you hard questions in Portuguese. I don't speak Portuguese.